Lord said, confession for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on the life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Just when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court, from the DC school. I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not really fair. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Isupk until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting. Then it came in the truth and it made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image you became whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for is when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cards to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, don't let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I should now awake to see the cell. The righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I sold that bitch. Can't eat unless she join me for dinner. My God ain't get no regard for us. No one powerful on them like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony and bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as the anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fucking quality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave never stayed them, I'm calculating my next move. You became a real nigga, seek refuge. Body shots for pause, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole rank, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your move on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like some war resist. Don't get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure. Election will be sure. Correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd. Young and a restless. Wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jackie. Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get him crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit life work. It's on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that's feature, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your covers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified rubber ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
These motherfuckers got scraps too, don't get caught lacking. Y'all seen these old cowboy movies? You go to the bar, nigga, you about to get tried. You go out in the bar, you got that drinking with your brothers and that shit, then you about to get tried out here, but don't be caught lacking. Don't kill your brother off some bullshit, man. Don't hurt your people, man. This is for protection only, man. I got family out this bitch, man. I got brothers out this bitch. I gotta protect. Somebody trying to run up on us. We lacking. What we gonna do? Fight a nigga with a machine gun? Now we're gonna bust your ass. We'll cut your head off and bring it back to the Lord, man. UPK shit, man. Hey, man.
She say I'm obnoxious. Say I got way too much confidence. Say it's a problem. All I do is try to pull a woman. They say I'm a monster. But really, it ain't nothing. I'm just like my brothers. But shit, you know you look better with me, yeah. Girl, you know you look better with me. I pull up and then shock. I do my dance on them, what the fuck? I judge, I run it up. Come and fetch a girl, boy, stop, bitch. Okay, you know you look better with me. I pull up with lines. I'm a judo with a nigga pride. I'm just like a lion. Want my woman cook, clean, fuck, and shut the fuck up, yeah. I got bigger piles I'm worried about than you in the adultery. But shit, you know you ain't going nowhere. Hey, taking my move with the bass. Try to walk to the place. Ice on me, come and skate. You really hoe wanna escape. Yeah, we up, fish your face. Or outwork me, what you think? Pretty girl, good taste. Wanna know all my traits. You know I'm on attention. I'm James Brown, to the Israel. Bullets long, yeah, extensions. The nigga hate what they mention. I pull up how I'm gifted. I'm Mike Jacks with the fist. Beat it like I'm Thriller. She say I'm obnoxious. Say I got way too much confidence. Say it's a problem. All I do is try to pull a woman. They say I'm a monster. But really, it ain't nothing. I'm just like my brothers. But shit, you know you look better with me, yeah. Girl, you know you look better with me. I pull up and then shock. I do my dance on them, what the fuck? I judge, I run it up. Come and fetch a girl, boy, stop, bitch. Okay, you know you look better with me, bitch, you basic. If you don't want a South Coast nigga, you chasing ranking. And really, you ain't even damn exquisite, and bitch, you faking. Wanna rush a dog seat nigga in the picture I painted. And I mean, everywhere I say T, might give you some flavor. But I guess you ain't even wanna take it, bitch, you outdated. And you done gave it up for some paper, you chill like your main man. Start with 3 down, baby, daddy, spit what you thinking. You were thinking with your damn bars, huh? You the type motherfucker wanna pull up, how the fuck when the fuck, huh? Then beat it from the back, no damn attack, it was just for lunch, huh? Dirty damn about pussy bitch, wanna talk shit on the low, huh? Want this everybody with, cause you don't even know how they say I'm obnoxious. Say I got way too much confidence, say it's a problem. All I do is try to pull a woman, they say I'm a monster.
But really, it ain't nothing. I'm just like my brothers. But shit, you know you look better with me, yeah. Girl, you know you look better with me. How I pull up and then shock. I do my dance on them, what the fuck? How I chill, run it up. Call me flashy girl, boy, stop, bitch. Okay, you know you look better with me, dance. On the low, trying to get right with the preacher, probably on the low, huh? What the fuck you talking about, girl? You already know what the fuck we on, huh? We ain't passing down bitches, but you get right, what you already know, huh? Bitch, you know you look better with me, yeah.
Backstage.
further explanation. But of course, what we are going to do is, you understand, we're going to expound on it just a little bit more. You understand? ISUPK, we've been telling you that all of these heathen holidays are pagan. You understand? And of course, you understand, not a lot of people or not a lot of hearsayers want to believe us. You understand? They don't want to hear exactly what we're saying. So of course, now we're going to go to a resource that gives you the breakdown on Christmas and where the origin is from. You understand? So of course, once again, if you got any questions or comments, you understand, make sure you type them in and we'll be able to get to those accordingly. You understand, on topic. If not, you understand, we'll be able to get those as well too. You understand? Of course, I think we got some people already typing in on TikTok. Do not learn the way of the heathen. You understand? That's 100% correct. Of course, we're gonna get you understand. We're gonna get into that scripture as well too. You understand? And it's very simple. You understand? Like once you you understand, open up your eyes and take that veil off your eyes and see what white society has done to Black, Latinos, and Native Indians. You understand me? You understand? Black, white society has truly brainwashed us to believe in a lie. You understand? And what I mean in a lie, you understand, talking about, on topic, you understand, we're talking about Christmas. You understand? Christmas is what? Quote unquote, what? Jesus Christ's birthday, right? That's what they say. You understand? But of course, in the truth, we understand that that's a lie. You understand? Of course, that, for one, and another image, that they, put on that as well too, is that Christ is a so-called Caucasian man. You understand? And that's very, very imperative. Why? Because that has destroyed Black, Latinos, and Native Indians to a T. Just that alone. You understand? You got brothers and sisters saying, like, man, like, why would I want to serve a white God? Why would I want to do that? You understand? Look at my condition. But in all actuality, Christ is a Black man from the tribe of Judah. You understand? And that right there alone can change a whole lot of things, man. That can change a lot of perspective on, what we believe in today. Everybody now is what? In a quote unquote, what? The holiday season. You understand? This holiday season is so disgusting, man. You understand? It's vile, man. It's cruel, man, to the Most High, man. It's a spit in the face to the Most High when you celebrate Christmas, man. Right. You understand? It's a spit in the face to the Most High if you celebrate Christmas. And guess what? Morally, you don't love the Most High. You understand? You don't love your children. You don't love your family members if you celebrate Christmas, man. You understand? It's a very, very vile thing, man, that has crippled the Black community, man. Right. That has crippled Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. And the time is now, man, for us to, of course, to realize that that we got to come back to our roots, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to truly come back to our roots. We have to truly come back to our nationality of what? Of being a true Hebrew Israelite, man. Right. You understand? That's what we need to come back to, man. You understand? The scripture talks about what? Coming to, as far as coming together, man. We have to come back together and realize, man, that we are God's chosen people for one, and morally to get out of these that quote unquote holiday spirits, man. You understand? And that alone right there, man, will truly unveil what the brainwashing of white society and what they have done to God's chosen people, man. You know what I'm saying? We as a whole need to truly get it together, man. You understand? We are showing the Most High that we don't care for him, man. And all he does is care for us. Right. You understand? So now, y'all, if you don't mind, I kind of sent those images to you.
I have them on Facebook now, so I had sent them.
Okay, you sent them on Facebook. So I want you to go to like the title of the book, and then we're gonna go to that image, and then kind of go backwards, where it says, I think it's like a chapter, it's like a section 3 or whatnot, whatever the case may be. You understand? So we're gonna read the title first. You understand? Like I said earlier, you understand? We've been telling you since 1969, man. You understand? To not to celebrate this day and have it as this is Christ's birthday. You understand? Or not to say that, oh yeah, this is for the kids. You understand? Like we don't do it, because of that. But we really need to understand the origin of it. You understand? And we about to read this book. And of course, if anybody wants this book, you know what I'm saying, you can DM us personally, and we will send you this book free. You understand? We will send you this book 100% free, man. You understand? Let's go ahead now, y'all, if you don't mind, brother.
Okay. This is the book Two Babylons, or the Papal. Is it Papal? Papal worship proved to be worship of Nimrod and his wife in 1916. I guess is when the book was written. 1916. Okay, so let me see.
It should be like an image. I want you to go to that one. Okay. It's just like a little reading and give you like a little brief synopsis of what the book is.
Don't say modern Babylon.
Let me try to get there. What you should like it. So like modern Babylon. Yep, that's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there.
All right. Modern Babylon. You find this in Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. Is the Roman Catholic Church. Where did the practices and beliefs of Roman Catholicism come from? In this scholarly, good.
It's those C's, man. It's all good.
Scarletly classic, first published over 8 years ago. Alexander Hislop reveals that many Roman Catholic teachers did not originate with Christ or the Bible.
Or the what?
Or the Bible.
Or the what?
Or the Bible.
This is very key right here. You understand? Of course, we can pack up the class right now and be done with it.
Right.
You understand? This is not of the Bible. When you're opening up those gifts, when you're singing those kumayas and whatever else you're singing, and you're kissing up under the mistletoe, which we will get in later if you stay tuned. You understand? You will see that this has nothing to do with the Bible. You understand? Or Christ, for that matter. You understand? Everybody wants to say, oh yeah, this is Jesus' day, Christ's day. It's not. Or does it have anything to do with the Bible? Now, why do we bring that up? Because white society has done what? Once again, man, they have pounded you over and over again with their philosophies, their beliefs, their culture, over and over again. For over what? For over 500 years. Over 500 years. Christmas just didn't start when you were born. Or, like when your grandma was born. This has been happening for years and decades and centuries. You understand? This has been going on for a very long time. And we just read that what? That has nothing to do with Christ or the Bible. What do you know now, y'all? Good night.
Okay.
What do we do now? You understand? We got all this information now. What do we do? Do we still continue to celebrate Christmas? Do we still continue to do what? Say to all, like this is Jesus' day. Do we continue to say, oh no, it's just for the kids? If you're a quote unquote Christian, you should be ashamed of yourselves now. You understand? We've been saying this for a very, very long time. And we as a people, we continue to do it over and over and over again. Now, y'all, if you don't mind, let's read that one more time. And the reason why I want the brother to read it one more time, just so it can be embedded all throughout our mindsets, all throughout our mind, all throughout our lifestyle. So what? So we can continue to do what? Cleanse ourselves of all this unrighteousness, man. You understand? Because that's all it is, man. Christianity is unrighteousness, man.
Okay.
You understand? It's a poison that does what? That kills you, so like it unalives you slowly. You understand? That's the poison that's unalives you very, very slow. And you see your spirit just going down and down and down and down over and over and over again. You understand?
Okay.
So now, y'all, if you don't mind, let's just read that one more time and then we're gonna continue.
Okay. Alexander Hislop reveals that many Roman Catholic teachings did not originate with Christ or the Bible, but were adopted from ancient pagan Babylonian religion.
Nice. So like I gotta stop you there too. You understand? It originated from what? It was adopted from what? From ancient pagan Babylonian religion. So when we say it's pagan, we're not saying that it's pagan just because. We're saying it's pagan because what? We have proof. You understand? We have proof that what? That it is truly 100% pagan. 100% pagan. 100% coming from what? Babylonian religion. If Christians say that they Christ-like and like they doing this, they doing X, Y, and Z, why they not following the law, statutes, and commandments? Why not following the high holy days? Hell, on my way here, I was backed up about like at least 5-10 minutes. Why? Because everybody packing that Christian church, man.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Everybody packing that Christian church to do what? To celebrate who? Christ's day. But we just read, good night. Blatantly as can be, you know what I'm saying? Bluntly as can be, that it has nothing to do with the Bible, it has nothing to do with Christ. It's a Babylonian religion. Shalagi, let's keep going.
And giving Christian names.
Good. And giving what?
And giving Christian names.
That's where Christmas come from. You understand? That's where Christmas come from. Let's keep going.
Although difficult reading, this book accurately provides a this book accurately provides a fascinating historical in-depth examination of the shocking similarities between the practices of ancient Babylonian religion and those of today's Roman Catholic Church.
You understand now? And when when it talks about it being very difficult to read, is because he breaks it down per T. I'm talking about to the Christmas tree, which if we have enough time, we'll get into. He talks about Nimrod. He talks about the Greece and how the Greece adopted it from Egypt, and then it went down and it then trickled down to the Roman Catholic Church, and then it's now in a Christian church and all these different nonsense denominations, but of course it also is not in the Bible as well too. It's all a trickle effect. You understand? But the way he breaks it down, the way that he dissects it, it can be quote unquote difficult to read. And we're not going to get into all of it. We're going to get into these key points of why we should not be celebrating Christmas. You understand? Why we should be keeping the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, and why, of course, we should be loving our brother and sister, and doing everything fit and possible that is 100% righteous. You understand me? You see that image right there? Let's go ahead and read that if you don't mind. Mind.
It says, see how a religion that was started by Nimrod and his wife
spread to various religions, taking on different names, but keeping the same pagan rituals and trappings. These same rituals embody the Catholic Church of today. You understand? And this book was written good night years ago. And it's still happening now, y'all. It's still happening. You understand? This is 100% still happening right now, man. And what, of course, just to, just to give you a visual of all this, you understand? So, of course, Nimrod, he was which would be called a Hamite, which is a so-called African. You understand? So, of course, all of this originated from what? An African's belief. You understand? And of course, that just like we read, you know what I'm saying, it's not coming out of my mouth, not coming out of my brain, or whatever the case may be. It's coming from a person that has studied this time after time, years after years, and seeing how it has damaged the Roman Catholic Church, and just like I said, trickled down to the Black community with these different denominations of that Christian mess. You understand? Let's see now, y'all. What I want you to do is, Steve. Matter of fact, let's go to Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5 first. All right, and let me get there with you as well too. Let me see what we got here. Okay, Jonathan St. James asks, how do we differ from IUIC, or is it basically the same? It is not the same, you understand? Just for time's sake, you understand, their leader, Bishop, Nathaniel, stated that he saw too much polygamy in this truth, in ISUPK, because he was once a member, and then he broke off, what was it, in the early 90s to start up IUIC. Now, what they don't tell you is that, of course, he is a what they call a part of the alternative lifestyle. You understand? And of course, he didn't want to see his members, or him and his following, have more than one wife. But of course, here recently we found out that they somewhat do believe in that practice, but they do it in an unlawful matter, as far as having these sisters go into a house that is already have a man and wife. It will be somewhat like a concubine, but they're doing it, like I said, in an unrighteous way, to the point where they can have intercourse with the second woman. But if the wife doesn't approve of it, or if he doesn't want her anymore, they can throw her away and have her marry someone else within their congregation. And it's a lot of mess in there. Pretty much, the main difference between the ISUPK and the IUIC is we are the home of the truth, and they are just a complete knockoff of what the truth, truly is here in the ISUPK. Hope that answers your question. Let me see if we got some more questions, because I should lie you about that now, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I got you. Yeah, we will cite the chapter that we'll be reading from the two Babylons. We will definitely be doing that. Okay, yeah, okay. I see, Jonathan. Yeah, man. It's best to just tell them to just do their research, man. You understand? Like, we can only tell you so much. We definitely encourage brothers and sisters to do their research before they actually go into these into these organizations, especially fake Israelite groups. You understand? We are truly the home of the truth, and why not just come to the home of the truth? You understand? All right. All right, give me 17:5. Yeah. So, let me get there with you real quick, if you don't mind. Um, okay, I got you. All right.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the monster of harlots and abominations of the earth.
You understand? This is right here is what you're about to get ready to celebrate. Is what we're about to get ready to celebrate as a whole. Is a what is abomination of the earth, man. You understand? The mystery of great Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, man. You understand? This is truly, truly exactly what we need to be aware of and be careful of. You understand? When we're, going into these, and I don't want to sound all spooky or whatever the case may be. You understand? But the book calls it rituals. You understand? Quote unquote traditions or whatever case may be. But you got to be very, very careful with dealing with those type of things. You understand? Because of course you don't know what you're worshiping. You understand? And of course we're gonna get into it right now. You understand? So now, y'all, if you don't mind, we can go to. It probably was the first one where it says chapter 3, festivals.
Okay.
All right. And then if you don't mind to read that so everybody can be able to follow along, because it seems like somebody has the book and they want to follow along as well, with this.
Okay, this chapter. Okay. This is chapter 3 of festivals, section 1, Christmas and Lady Day. Good night.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, now, y'all, listen, man. Listen, I read this book some time ago, man, and I was just in awe. You understand? But as rereading it, you know what I'm saying? As come more mature in this truth, like you truly realize, man, of how hypocritical the Christian church is, man. You understand? Because although they don't do the Lady Day, but they do Christmas.
Yeah.
You understand? And like them not knowing exactly what the truth is. You understand? It's almost to the point where it's like, man, like, why don't you just not say anything?
Right.
You understand? Instead of telling God's chosen people a lie.
Yeah.
You understand? Shalak, y'all, I just want to say that.
Agree. So it says, if Rome be indeed the Babylon of the apocalypse, and the Madonna enshrined in her sanctuaries be the very queen of heaven, for the worshiping of whom the fierce anger of God was provoked against the Jews in the days of Jeremiah.
Just keep reading.
It is of the last consequence that the fact should be established by beyond all possibility of doubt. For that being once established, everyone who trembles at the word of God must must shudder at the very thought of giving such a system, either individually or nationally. The least countenance of or support. Something has been said already that goes far to prove the identity of the Roman and Babylonian system. But at every step, the evidence becomes still more overwhelming. That which arises from comparing the different festivals is peculiarly, am I saying that right? Peculiarly so.
You understand? Now, of course, this is just giving you, the backdrop of what he's actually about to go into. You understand? So, of course, all this comes from the Babylonian, but of course, he's going to get down into the Roman. He's going to get down into the Greece, into the Greece as well too. So, you understand? So, he's just giving you a backdrop of what of what these empires supposed to be and what they're actually doing, if that makes sense. All right, let's keep on reading if you don't mind.
Oh God, the festivals of Rome are innumerable, but 5 of the most important may be singled out for. These words crazy.
Yeah, elucidation.
Sign into elucidation viz. Christmas Day, Lady Day, Easter, and natively of Saint John, and the feast of the Assumption, which in all of these can be proved by the Babylonian. But and first, as to the festival in honor of the birth of Christ or Christmas. How comes it that the festival was connected with the 25th of December?
Now I just want to start right there because that's a very key point right there. You know what I'm saying? And he's of course going to break it down to the point where we're going to see that of course we're going to give biblical proof that we've been saying since 1969, but of course he's going to go just a little bit more in depth to it. You understand, as far as not necessarily as far as the time, like the time stamps and everything, you understand, which of course we do as well. Let's keep going.
There is not a word in the scripture.
Whoa, let's slow down. Wait a minute.
Read this.
Let's read that again.
Oh God. There is not a word in the scripture about the presence of the precise day of his birth.
You understand? That's very key right there. You understand? So of course we talking about December 25th, but of course once again, just like when we was reading earlier, it said what? That this has nothing to do with Christ or what, or the Bible. And once again, we are reiterating that there is no scripture in the Bible that states what? That Christ was born on what day? December 25th. So you got to ask yourself, we have to ask ourselves once again, why are we celebrating December 25th? And now like when I was coming into the truth, of course, back in the day, back when I was in the world, I celebrated Christmas, but I always had, that question of, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You understand? When I came to it, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, I was doing everything wrong. You understand? I was doing everything completely wrong. You understand? But, we have to ask ourselves these questions. And more importantly, who should we be asking? The one that we say, quote unquote, leaders. Let's ask these Christian pastors. Let's ask your grandmas. Let's ask your father. Let's ask your mother. Why are we celebrating December 25th? Why are we celebrating Christmas? Why are we doing these abominable things to the Most High? You have to ask yourself that. Why? Why are we doing this over and over and over again? And then that's when you'll be able to dissect these things. Go ahead now, y'all. Please.
Man, at the end of the day, what it all boils down to, people, especially us, I'm speaking on us, Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, it's like it's like we are the most religious, or I'll say God-fearing people, no matter what type of lifestyle you live. Whether you are a drug dealer, gangbanger, scammer, whatever you choose to do, no matter what you do, we are the most religious people on this earth. That's why we always have the cross around our neck. We get the tattoos that say we blessed and faith and we get scriptures tatted on us.
Right.
We are the most religious people, no matter what type of lives we choose to live. We know we're doing wrong, but we know that there's a God.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we don't really believe in God the way we think. We don't really fear the Lord. Because if we did, we would throw all that stuff away and actually learn the Bible. Like just because you call yourself a Christian or a God-fearing person and you say you read little scriptures in the Bible from day to day, that's not enough. You doing the least. Like that ain't you. Then it's like you're not even learning anything.
Exactly.
You just reading the scriptures just to make it seem to the Lord that you're doing something. When you just reading it just to read it. You're not
Right.
reading it to get understanding.
It's like I was one of those Christians.
Salaki.
Sidebar, Shalaki, you understand? We all do it, you understand? We can't act like, like we just come up here and like, oh yeah, this is how we became. No, man. Commander Jenny Hanna groomed us, man. You understand? To understand these truths, to understand these words, man. And to DSL, we are not condemning our people. You understand? We are simply telling them the truth. You understand? And that's it. We're not saying, oh yes, it is wrong. You understand? To celebrate these things, but that's just the truth. You understand? There is no condemning when it comes to telling the truth. You understand? Because if we're condemning them, you understand, it'll be more so of misleading them. Right. That's when you condemn someone. We're not misleading someone by telling them that you shouldn't celebrate Christmas, that you should follow the law, statutes, and commandments, that you should follow the Most High holidays. How is that condemning? That's telling someone the truth, right, Nayar? You understand? So let's make sure that we're doing that we are saying words in a proper way. Maybe I misunderstood you. You seem like you were trying to make a confusion or things in that nature. You understand? Let me see here. Okay, cool. We okay. We are in agreement now. Okay, I got you. You understand? So now y'all, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and continue to read. And let's read that last part again for the people in the back, if you don't mind.
I want to start at the verse 2 at the beginning. Well, I start that. Okay. We start where it says there. How come it that the festival? Yeah. The festival of connection was 24.
Yep. Let's start there if you don't mind, please.
Right, so how comes it that the festival was connected with the 25th of December?
Keep going.
There is not a word in the scriptures there is not a word in the scriptures about the precise day of his birth or the time of the year when he was born.
It's very pivotal.
What is recorded there implies that at what time soever his birth took place, it could not have been on the 25th of December.
It could not have been on the day on the 25th of December, man. So once again, we got to ask ourselves, why are we doing these things? Christians that are in the back, you know what I'm saying? Fake Israelite groups, not y'all. Fake Israelite groups are celebrating Christmas. But they say that we are not the home of the truth. They say that, we don't know anything. They say that we, don't love God's chosen people. You got Christians. I mean, in essence, that's what they are. They're Christians. Fake Israelite groups are doing what? Celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving. You understand? Not to get off top, but you understand, but that's a slaughter of our native Indian brothers. You understand? How can we do these things? That's like me going up to a native Indian and just slapping them in the face. Please.
As soon as I go on YouTube, guess who I see?
Who's that?
IUIC.
Good night.
They
man.
Say they doing the class. They say a son is born.
Good night, man.
Good night.
Come on now. And they ask why we are different from the IUIC. You understand? They celebrate Christmas.
They preaching that Christ is born.
You understand? Come on now. Who knows, man? Who cares, man? You understand? But man, listen, man. You're gonna receive the truth, from the priests and prophets here in the Isupk on the Command Jenny Hanna, man. Nothing more, nothing less, man. Let's keep reading if you don't mind, for time's sake, because we got a lot to go through.
It's 7:44.
Okay, Most High Christ.
It says, at the time that the angel announced his birth to the shepherds of Bethlehem, they were feeding their flocks by night in the open fields. No.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's go to the scripture reference. Let's go to Luke chapter 2 and verse 8. Let me get there with you as well, too. Now, in the recording of Luke, you understand, Luke, he goes more into, you know, when you're reading the book of Luke, is more of a, you know, like a geographical type account of him dealing with Christ. All right. What is it? Luke 2?
2:8.
Hey, give me 1 second here. Let's go to let's read verse 7. We can get this time. All right, take your time. Yeah. So once again, this is Isupk. So we start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under commanding Jenny and Hannah. You understand me? We are truly the home of the truth. You understand? You're not gonna get anything more concrete. You understand? You're not gonna have a more solid foundation than the Isupk. You understand? Everything else is truly watered down. You know what I'm saying? They're going after their own lust. They're going after their own beliefs and not according to what the Bible believes, man. And that's very, very key in this time right now. You understand? Because we are, once again, sidebar, we are truly in the midst of World War III, man. You understand? We are truly in the midst of World War III, man. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of the home of the truth, man? You understand? Why would you want to be a part of a knockoff? You understand? Why would you want to, continue to be sinking down? You understand? It doesn't make any sense to me, man. You understand? This is another sidebar. You understand? When I was coming up in the truth, man, when I first heard Isupk, I'm like, man, them brothers got it, man. This is where I need to be at. I didn't even do no research on, anybody else or, IUIC. I didn't even know IUIC even existed until damn near like a year or two after I was in the Isupk. And then all these other fake Israelite groups started, coming up. I was just stronghold on that word, the home of the truth. You understand? Why would I want to say to somebody that has the truth versus the home of the truth, man? Just a sidebar. So let's go ahead and where we at, Luke?
Luke 2 and 7.
Yes, we Luke 2 and 7.
Luke chapter 2, verse 7. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Verse 8. And there were in the same country shepherds aiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night.
Yeah, so it said what?
Keeping watch over their flock by night.
You understand? And this is very, very key. Why? Because of course we know, you understand, that if it's very, very cold outside, what was this? There was in a time since this would be modern day Palestine. You understand? Over there, and them winters are very, very treacherous. You understand? It's anywhere from 20 to 20 below. You understand? So if that Christian way is 100% true, why would men be outside, attending to their flock at night in anywhere from 20-degree weather to 20 below degree weather? It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me at all. And that has never happened. You understand? It once again, it has never happened. You understand? So, that's just, more proof that Christ wasn't born on December 25th, man. You understand? Let's, and then of course, just for time's sake, we not, going to go more, but if you did want to read that, you're saying anywhere from, just reading Luke chapter 2, you'll get, a little bit more, information on the birth of Christ. But sticking with this topic, we're gonna continue to read this article if you don't mind.
Okay. Now, no doubt, the climate of Palestine is not so severe as the climate of this country.
Right.
But even there, though the heat of the day be considerable, the cold of the night from December to February is very piercing. It's like very, very piercing. And it was not the custom of the shepherds of Judea to watch their flock in the open fields later than about the end of the it's like later than about the end of
You
October.
understand? So this right here is, like attending to your flock over there in Palestine ends at the end of October. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 14. You understand? And attending to your crops and attending to the animals that you have in the field. Why? Because it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much fur you have on, no matter how many coats you have on, you still gonna be cold. And of course, the animals, they know how to survive in that. You understand? Because they have, those, that very, very thick fur. And 9 out of 10 times they're gonna be what they call them, be put in the shed. You understand? So that wind won't damn near blow them away.
All right.
You understand? What I say, Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 14, right? Give me 1 second. Let me get there with you if you don't mind. I got it. Yeah. Let's go up to verse 16. Matter of fact, let's go to verse 14. Shalagia, just so we can get a little bit of context of all this.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 14. That I will give you the rain of your land in his due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in the corn and thy wine and thine oil. Verse 15. And I will send grass in thy fields for thy cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. Verse 16. Take heed to yourselves, that your heart be not deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. You go to select verse 15.
Yeah, let me see here. Let's read verse 16 again, Shalagia.
Okay. Verse 16, take heed to yourselves, that your heart be not deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods.
You understand? Now that right there is very key. Why? Because it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, like the Most High, knows everything about cropping. You know what I'm saying? Knows, like everything about, what should be in the field and what should not be in the field, and what these different type of seasons. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said he's going to give us what? Rain. For what? For our crops. You know what I'm saying? For what? For our vegetables, for our fruits. And, primarily, what is the time frame for that? Is anywhere from what? Depending on what state, anywhere from the end of April almost to the end of September. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. You know what I'm saying? And in that time frame, what? It's mainly what? It's mainly warm or it's hot. And what? It's a lot of rain. You understand? So what? So the crops can grow, right? So why in the wintertime, when what? From where, anywhere from, what is it? Somewhere in like the middle or end of September all the way up to February, when what? When the crops are what? The crops are dead. You understand? They don't have a lot of rain. You understand? Once crops get cold, what? They shrivel up. You understand? So what, man? So why am I saying this? Is why? Because, going back to, what was it? Luke chapter 2, verse 8, is saying that, the shepherds, they were out at night attending to their flock, attending to, everything that they had in their field. So how can Christ be born on December 25th? You understand? When the angel said that what? That Mary and Joseph and that the Son of Man is going to be born this day. Right. You understand? Why? So once again, we got to ask ourselves, why are we believing in this myth? Why are we believing in this fable? Why are we believing in this nonsense that we call Christmas, December 25th? Why are we doing these things? We shouldn't. You understand? If you truly love Christ, you shouldn't be doing that. You understand? Let me see if I got any more comments you like.
It's like
All right. Let's continue to read if you don't mind now, y'all. Now we got sorry, 8 o'clock. We ain't got the one yet. Like, let's skip down to where it says it is the last degree.
Okay. It is the last degree. Incredible. Then the birth of Christ could have taken place at the end of December. There is great unanimity.
You good?
There is great anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
There's great anonymity among commentators on this point. Besides Barnes, Dodge Bridge, Lightfoot, Joseph Scaliger, and Jennings, in his Jewish iniquities, and iniquities, who are all of opinion that December 25th cannot be the right time of our Lord's natively.
No, you know what I'm saying? And these are just other scholars that he's referencing. You know what I'm saying? You can go to that book if you would like. What was it? The Jewish antiquities. You understand? You can read that book if you want to. You understand? Just for time's sake. You know what I'm saying? He's just just giving a list of different type of scholars that also agree that Christ was not born on December 25th. You understand? And someone in the comments stated that that we know that Christ wasn't born on the 25th.
Nice.
So I would have to ask, you understand, why are so many people still celebrate Christmas? You understand? And I say that because I was on my way back from Home Depot, and I seen this sister, man. You understand? Sister, she was carrying her presents. What it seemed, I can only imagine to be present around this particular time. She had a bike, and she had, she was, walking the bike, and she had some presents in her hands. You know what I'm saying? And it just saddened me. You understand? Because why? Because our priorities are so jacked up. You understand? As a whole, you understand? Like, I'm not just singling that sister out. I'm talking about as a whole. I can only imagine what people are doing in these times. You understand? People are, sacrificing what? Their whole year of, working, you understand, their whole lifetime savings to do what, man? Satisfy who, man? Satisfy their kids, satisfy their quote unquote loved ones. And it's a shame, man, because, December 25th is tomorrow, which is so-called Christmas. And guess what, man? December 26th, 27th, those lights might be cut off. You said they may be a whole bunch of eviction notices. Why? Because it's all about what? Making the kids happy. You said making sure everybody's filled, like everybody's filled with with food and presents and nonsense. But it's just so heartbreaking to just see these type of things happen over and over again. And we're in 2024, and people are still doing this. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I ask why are we doing these things? If we know exactly, who we are, if we know that, Christmas is not associated with Christ, why are we doing these things? Go ahead, brother.
It's like that for me. Like I say, to speak on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, me personally, I think the reason why we still celebrate these things is because, for one, we feel like we're taking away the children's childhood. You understand? And then not understanding these kids only know what we teach them.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? Like, they only know about Christmas because you brought them up that way.
Exactly.
You understand? And then it's like we see with the children in the UPK, we for example, I brought up established service, like I said, we see kids like Officer Bond children. We see how they don't complain and they don't, cry about not getting presents and stuff like that, and why there's not a tree up in the house, and why we don't have Christmas decorations, and we don't bake cookies for Santa Claus.
Right.
They don't complain about those things because why? Officer Bond, he raised his kids up and taught them the truth.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like he keeps that that stuff out of his household. You understand? So and then it's like, even though they might see these things at Christmas, I mean at school, they still know that in my household we don't play that. But then another thing to say is we also do it for the grown-ups. We also do it to fulfill or to fill that void that we had when we were kids, right? You know, because we might have grew up and never got presents every Christmas. You know, our parents was unfortunate and didn't have a lot of money, so we had to get hand-me-downs, or we didn't get anything at all. So we always, so as soon as we get older and we have our own kids, we tell ourselves, I would never let my kids go no Christmas and not have the things that I didn't have. So basically, you just fulfilling your own lust or fulfilling your own anxiety from your childhood, and you pushing that anxiety on your kids because you didn't get to have the things you had when you were a child. Right, exactly. And that's very heavy, man. That you you know, that you stating all that, man. And it's 100% what? It's 100% correct, man. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where, like, it's so correct, man, that it hurts. You understand? Like it's just so much truth that it hurts to a T, man. You understand? That it hurts that we have to, you know, go through this over and over and over again. You understand? That we have to continue to you know, be lied to. You know, continue to have in our mindsets that you know, since I didn't have this, I can't do this for my kids, or I have to outdo someone else. Right. You know, say, oh, you know, like they had, you know, like 15 presents. Oh, you know what? Y'all about to get 150 presents. Right. You understand? I mean, like, that's how our mindset is. Right. You understand? But not also knowing, you know, the history of all this, man. So if you don't mind, let's go ahead and continue to read. And I'm gonna try not to stop you, but it's just so much heavy information on this. Let's keep on reading. Okay, the celebrated Joseph Midday or Mead pronounces a very decisive opinion to the same effect after a long and careful disquisition. Like a careful disquisition on the subject. Among other agreements, he adduces the following. At the birth of Christ, every woman and child was to go to the tax at the city hereto they belonged, whether some had long journeys, but the middle of the winter was not fitting for such a business, especially for women with child and with children to travel in. Therefore, Christ could not be born in the depth of winter. Again, at the time Christ's birth.
You understand? Now, of course, what he's referencing, of course, is also in the Bible as well, too. The time sake, you understand, we want to get into, you know, a little bit more of this, you understand? But of course, you know, everybody know what time tax season is, you understand? And once again, it doesn't say per se, you know, what specific date Christ was born, but if you had to pinpoint, it would be around that time. You understand? You know, like, you know what, like the tax deadline is what, April 20th? You know what I'm saying? So anywhere between that deadline, or once again, of course, it doesn't say specifically what day, and don't say that April 20th is Christ's birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? It would be within that time frame of that tax time. You know what I'm saying? Like that tax season. You know what I'm saying? And he brought up a good point. If Christ was born in the winter, you understand, you know, why would women and children, you know, be traveling at that given time? You understand? It just doesn't make sense. You know, like, it's like, you know, like imagine walking, you know, from Simpsonville to Piedmont in, you know, 20-degree weather. Why would you want to do that? You know, and if you love your kid, why would you want them to travel in that type of climate? It just doesn't make sense. All right.
The shepherds lay abroad, watching with their flocks in the night, in the nighttime, But this was not likely to be in the middle of winter. And if any shall think the winter wind was not so extreme in these parts, let him remember the words of Christ in the gospel. Pray that your flight be not in the winter. If the winter was so bad at the time to flee in, it seems no fit time for shepherds to lie in the fields in, and women and children to travel in. Indeed, it is admitted by the most learned and candid writers of all parties that the day of the Lord's birth cannot be determined, and that within the Christian church no such festivals as Christmas was ever heard of till the 3rd century, and that not till the 4th century. So
take your time, man.
And that not till the 4th century was far advanced did it gain much observance.
You know what I'm saying? That just, just saying that, of course, just giving more proof and, looking at it from a more of a, geographical, standpoint when it comes to, the forecast, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to, the times of the season where we got fall, winter, spring, and summer. You understand? And they're saying that, of course, it's impossible, for men to be, let's just dumb it down. You know, so it's it's impossible for Pookie and JJ and them to be on the block at 20, below 20 degree weather. You know what I'm saying? It's motherly to see Starkeisha and her son, Boo Boo, you know what I'm saying, walking, you understand, from walking 2 miles in 20 degree weather. It's just unfit. You understand? Now, not saying that doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure it does happen, but it's not the norm. It's not natural. It's not natural, to see me and Nayar, sipping on, some tequila out in the cold weather and just steady talking. You understand? It's gonna be one brother say, let's just go ahead, let's step in the car, let's step inside, let's go somewhere else. You understand? That's just not fit, man. So, you gotta kind of, not necessarily, dumb it down, but you gotta, be realistic when it comes to these things, man. All right, let's keep on reading if you don't mind, Ayar.
Okay.
Let's go down. So right there, what you're saying right now, that's just, him giving, his references. So let's go down where it says, how then?
Okay.
And they can see this too, right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Most high Christ. So, what y'all seeing right there in the middle, we're not going to read for time's sake, but he's just giving, the reference of, where he got his information from. All right.
How then did the Romish church fix on December the 25th as Christmas Day? Why? Thus long before the fourth century, and long before the Christian era itself, as festival was celebrated among heathen at the precise time of this year, in honor of the birth of the son of the Babylonian queen of heaven.
Wait, let's keep going.
And it may fairly be presumed that in order to conciliate the heathen and to swell the number of nominal adherents of Christianity, the same festival was adopted by the Roman Church, giving it only the name of Christ. This tendency on the part of Christians to meet paganism halfway was very early developed, and we find Tertullian even in this day about the year 230, bitterly lamenting the inconsistency of disciples of Christ in this respect, and contrasting it with the strict fidelity of pagans to their own superstition
Mm-hmm.
by us, says he, who are strangers to Sabbaths
Mm-hmm.
and new moons
Mhm.
and the festivals, once accepted by God, the Saturnalia,
Mm-hmm.
the feast of January, the Brumalia and Martrinalia are now frequented. Gifts are carried to and fro. New Year's Day presents are made within, and sports and banquets are celebrated with uproar. Oh, how much more faithful are the heathen to their religion, who take special care to adopt no solemnity from Christians. Upright men strive to stem the tide, but in spite of all their efforts, the apostasy went on till the church, with the exception of small raiment, was submerged under pagan superstition. The Christmas was originally a pagan festival.
All right, let me stop you right there, and then we're gonna keep on going. You understand? That last part that he just said, it just sums up everything he just read. You understand? This right here, Christmas. It says Christmas was originally a pagan festival. Now, once again, we say, "Oh yeah, you know, we know that it's pagan, we know that it's wrong," but we continue to do it. You understand? We giving you, I mean, proof from scholars that that done this over and over again. You understand? And we just letting you know, you understand? Because we've been telling you this, but y'all don't want to believe us. So now we got to go to what? We got to go to the books, man. You understand? Please, go ahead.
It's like, you know how they say, you want to hide something, put it in the book.
You understand? Y'all going to get this book today. You understand? Y'all going to get the Bible and y'all going to get more books. You understand? So please, you understand? We encourage brothers and sisters, man, to read these books, man. Challenge your Christian pastors, man. Do these things. Why? If you truly say you love the Most High, get up out that Christmas, man. Get up out that holiday spirit, man. Run up out that Christian church, man. Run up out that Christian philosophy, man. Christianity is nothing but philosophy of lies, man. That's all it is, man. Because all they do is lie to you over and over and over again, man. I just drove past a church that was filled packed with people, man. Filled packed for what? You think that they about to sit down and teach them this? What we going over right now, Nayar? You understand? You think that they about to teach them that Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah? Come on, man, please, brother.
That's like they make too much money to tell the truth.
Good.
It's like y'all working all this OT, all these extra days,
right? So
y'all can go and buy y'all families and children the most expensive thing that they've been asking for all year.
Good.
You about to go broke. And then when all this said and done all over, then you won't have no money to pay your rent. And then you're gonna be relying on tax money.
Right.
To be able to get that new car, that new apartment, or that new house. It's like, man, and then it's like this is a yearly thing that has been going on since I was a young.
Right.
I was born in '97, so I've been seeing this since then. And it's like now I'm getting older and I see how straining that was for my parents to work all that overtime just to make sure we had what we needed for Christmas, or what we wanted. I ain't gonna say needed, but what we wanted for Christmas. You understand? Right. And then soon as later we got eviction notice on the door because you went and spent your last to try to make us happy, whatever. And then even that is trying to make us happy. All you got to do is say we ain't doing this no more. Right. And that's that. But you wanted to so-called be a good parent. And you did what you did as far as buying us whatever we asked for.
Now, y'all, before you begin, I want to address this comment on TikTok. I feel like, man, TikTok is like good tonight, man. It's like we become, what is it? So in tune with, white society that we just love them so much. You know what I'm saying? Rodrigo Munez, which I'm assuming that you probably of the tribe of the 10 tribes, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever kids may be. He said y'all use the Bible and twist it to justify racism.
Good night.
Now, how are we justifying racism when we can give you undeniable biblical proof that Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah? How are we justifying racism when we can prove that the Most High is a racist? You understand? Just keep it simple. How can we, twist the scriptures to justify racism when we are doing everything righteous according to the Most High? That's the question that I want you to answer. How are we doing that? You say that we are racism, we're racist, which, in a sense, you are 100% correct on that part. But how are we twisting the scripture, though? That's the question I got for you, Rodrigo Munez. How are we twisting the scriptures to say that we are racist? We're not twisting the scripture. We're justifying the scriptures because the Most High is truly a racist, man. He has a preferred people on this place on earth that he prefers over other people. You understand? Not saying that he's not, going to bless these other nations. That's in the Bible. You understand? Look at white society. Ain't they blessed? Don't they have everything that they need? But more importantly, guess what, man? Being blessed and having salvation are two separate things. You understand? Being chosen and being not chosen are two separate things. That's all we justifying, man.
It's like that,
please.
Why nobody ever asked a white man why they're so racist?
Exactly.
Why nobody go and ask the Ku Klux Klan
Right.
why they racist?
And
because they also Christians, right? They also use the Bible. Why nobody don't condemn them and ask them why they use the Bible to be racist?
That's a heavy point. You understand? Because why not ask these police officers that unalive so-called Black Latinos and Native Indians?
I'm pretty sure they're Christian too.
Why not ask them why they had so much hatred for Trayvon Martin? Why they had so much hatred for Mike Brown, Sandra Bland, Philando Castile, and all these other innocent bystanders that were just trying to live a life? Why don't you ask them why they are racist? Why don't you ask them why are they, twisting their philosophies, or why, they quote unquote, hate Black Latinos and Native Indians for simply walking down the street? Why not ask them that? You understand? Why not ask, Donald Trump why he put, little Mexican babies in a cage and have them sleeping on aluminum foil? Why not ask Donald Trump that? Why are you coming here to us? Telling us, that we're doing everything wrong, we're doing this and that. Why not ask Joe Biden why he said if you're not black if you don't vote for him? Right. Why not ask Donald Trump that? Why not ask Joe Biden that? You know what I'm saying? Why not ask Kamala Harris, she's a 50 heathen as well too? Why not ask her why she had, downgrading black women to come up there to twerk and come on up there and picking the most downgraded woman, in her time, a Sexy Red and all the, the Megan Thee Stallions to go up there to promote. Why you not asking them that? But meanwhile, you want to ask us while we're trying to bring out as far as, Christ being a black man and don't celebrate Christmas. All we trying to do is uplift our people. So please, I pray that you answer that. Let's see if you did or not.
It's that Stockholm syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Just love all the gifts that the white man has showered you with, and it's destroying your heart.
You understand?
Against your own people.
So of course you're not going to answer. So guess what we're going to do, man? We're going to continue to read. You understand? Because of course y'all have your own opinion, and a lot of your opinions is just vexed with emotions. You understand? So let's go and keep on reading if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm guessing because let me see. All right, so it says no doubt the time of the year and the ceremonies with which it is still celebrated prove its origin in Egypt. the son of Isis. The Egyptian title for the Queen of Heaven was born at this very time.
Who was? It was Egyptian.
Okay.
That's what we're reading right now, right? It said it was an Egyptian was born at this time. Let's keep reading. Good night. So we as Black Latinos and Native Indians, we celebrate an Egyptian god. Keep going, please.
I'll say about the time of the winter solstice.
Good night.
The very name by which Christmas is properly known among ourselves, Yule Day.
You understand? And I encourage brothers and sisters to look up that Yule Day, but it just gives a breakdown on how Christmas come apart. I don't think he's going to get into it in this specific book, but Yule Day is a Yule day. All right, let's keep going.
Yule Day proves at once its pagan and Babylonian origin. Yule is the Chaldee name for an infant or a little child.
Okay, he does, okay.
And as the 25th of December was called by our pagan Anglo-Saxon ancestors, Yule Day it's like Yule Day or the Child's Day, and the night that preceded Mother Night, long before they came in contact with Christianity. The sufficiently proves its real character.
You understand? So of course now we get down to the nitty and gritty now. You understand? Now we seeing exactly who we are celebrating. You understand? You are celebrating an Egyptian child. You understand? So when you open up those presents, when you up under that mistletoe, when you up under that tree, just have in the back of your mind. And I hope the ones that are listening right now, and Rodrigo Munez and all the other nonsense comments, I hope that y'all are listening to this very, very very, very particular. When you opening up that tree, so like when you open up that present up under that tree, that you are worshiping a Egyptian god. How do we know that Christ is not an Egyptian? Because in the Bible it says that he's from the tribe of Judah. You understand? He says that he is an Israelite. You understand? From the lineage of David. You understand? He just said that we are worshiping an Egyptian god, Egyptian child to be more specific. You understand? Let's keep going if you don't mind.
Far and wide in the realms of paganism was this birthday observed. This festival has been commonly believed to have had only an ancestral, astronomical character, referring simply to the completion of the sun's yearly course and the commencement of a new cycle. Wow.
Yeah. So that's just, that's almost, like we're celebrating the Egyptian god on his birthday over and over again.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
But there is undoubtedly evidence that the festival in question had a much higher reference than this. That it commemorated not merely the figurative birthday of the sun and the renewal of its course. But the birthday of grand deliverer among, you know what, this is so slight.
Yeah. Please, you want to say something?
Yeah. Go ahead. Perfect sense, because my sister, whenever my birthday had passed, she texted me and said happy grand rising.
Yeah.
And and that grand rising represents how many times you went around the sun.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So and what a lot of people don't know, just a sidebar as well too, the Egyptology, this is where they get grand rising from. You know what I'm saying? So not only is the Egyptology, they which of course, it's mainly Black Latinos and Native Indians that does, mainly blacks. You understand? But they not realizing that, when they're saying grand rising, that they serving this as well too now, y'all.
Okay.
You understand? And even when they say, you know, like happy born day, or some of them that's, you know, like that are real deep into it, they do use the word the new cycle, as if like you're read that that you're re-engineering a new year. You understand? So yeah, it's all nonsense. You understand?
All right. So among the Sabians of Arabia, who regarded the moon and not the sun as the visible symbol of the favorite object of their idolatry, the same period was observed as the birth festival. Thus, we read in Stanley Sabine philosophy on the 24th of the 10th month, that is December, according to our reckoning. The Arabians celebrated the birthday of the Lord, that is the moon. The Lord moon was the great object of Arabian worship, and that the Lord moon, according to them, was born on the 25th of December, which clearly shows the birth which they celebrated had no necessarily connection with the course of the sun. It is worthy of special note too that if Christmas Day among the ancient Saxons of the islands was observed to celebrate the birth of the Lord of the Lord of the host of heaven, the case must have been precisely the same here as it was in Arabia. The Saxons, as is well known, regarded the sun a female divinity, and the moon as a male.
You understand? Now, of course, this is just going into, what, like the time period once again. You understand? Like the time period of this, the time period of that, mainly, you understand, focusing on, that December range. You understand? Like that December 24th, December 25th, whatever the case may be, they all celebrate nonsense. Now, for time's sake, we're not gonna read that one. We're gonna go to that next one. Let me see. Where did it say? Let me see here. Give me 1 second now, y'all.
There's one we say tree of entirely different.
Yes,
kind.
that one. So what I want you to do is I want you to let's see here. So we're gonna we can just start there, yeah.
The tree of an entirely different kind that is destined never to be cut down by hostile powers. Even the palm tree, the well-known symbol of victory, the Christmas tree, as has been stated, was generally at Rome a different tree, even the fig. But the very same idea as was implied in the palm tree was implied in the Christmas fig. For the covertly symbolized the newborn God as Baal birth, Barith, Lord of the covenant, and thus shadowed forth the perpetually and everlasting nature of his power. Not that after having fallen before his enemies, he had risen triumphant over them all.
All right, now this next part is what I really want to key in on. You understand? Because we're gonna get into this, and for time's sake, we may not be able to go any more. You understand? We're gonna get a couple more scriptures, and then we're gonna get ready to close out. But this part right here, I want everybody to, lock in and stay tuned into this part right here, because now we're about to get into some real good information right here.
Therefore, the 25th of December, the day that was observed in Rome as the day when the victorious God reappeared on earth, was held in the Natalis Invicti Solis, the birthday of unconquered sun. Now, the Yule log is the dead stock of Nimrod, deified as the sun god, but cut down by the enemies. The Christmas tree in Nimrod's Redivius, the slain god, come to life again.
All right, let me stop right there. You understand? Now, you know, just for time's sake, you understand, I'm gonna give you like a brief synopsis. Of course, once again, this is the book, The Two Babylons. Like I said, if anybody want this book, you understand, I can, definitely, send it to you. But we gotta realize that, and I'm gonna fast forward just the sake of time, and just to see exactly, why, we shouldn't celebrate this day. Because so now, of course, when we look into that story of Nimrod, you know what I'm saying, you could look this up on YouTube, or you can Google these things now that I'm about to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, Nimrod and his wife. Now, people don't know that, and we can Google it, so we can look it up. Nimrod married his mother. You understand? And when Nimrod died, and this is what he's talking about, when he came, quote unquote, came back to life, hobbity, that they cut down a tree. Now, before all of this, when his wife, didn't want that tree to be cut down. And anyone that did not bring a present or some type of gift or some type of blood offering on this specific day, she would do what? She would cut off their heads and guess what? Have them on a tree as what? As ornaments. Look it up. You understand? You can Google that. You can look it up on YouTube, whatever the case may be. Once again, she used to cut off their heads. You understand? And hang them on that tree and use those as ornaments to remind everyone that what? That you have to bring the gifts to worship Nimrod. You understand? You have to do these things. And, when I look at it, it's like, man, like as a kid, like we used to look forward to, and it's so crazy how everything is so symbolic and everything is just so, like it's just coming hand in hand. Because when you look at those ornaments, what was those ornaments shaped as? They were shaped as like a ball. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And that symbolizes what? The heads that she used to cut off and hang on those trees as ornaments to, remind people that you don't want, if you don't want your head cut off, bring a present, bring some type of sacrifice to worship Nimrod. And we need to realize, man, that over and over again, once we've been lied to, it's like good night, man. The lies just keep on going and going and going and going. All up to what? 2024. Now we believe it's Christmas, but in all actuality, it's the worship of an Egyptian child, of an Egyptian idol. You understand? That was, so filthy and disgusting, man. Them Egyptians are horrible, man. Them Africans are so disgusting and horrible, man. You understand? And that's what we're worshiping right now, man. We as a whole. So once again, man, it's time for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, man, to truly come together, man, and understand, man, that we need to come back to this truth, man. That we need to understand that what, man? That Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, for one, is God's chosen people. Of course, we understand that. But for two, man, that it's time to stop getting lied to. We have to stop being lied to. And not only that, accepting the lie. You understand? We go up in that Christian church, hear this pastor knowing doggone well he not making not 1 cent. You understand? When he up there, he read one scripture, close the Bible, and then he go on what? His own feelings, his own emotions. We just sitting there stuck. And I always ask Christians, every Christian that I ask, and I do it purposely too, on Sunday, when they leave church, I ask them about, like 2 hours later, what you learn in church? I still ain't got no answer yet. You know why? Because we just accept a lie. We accept it. I'm pretty sure you done it, or like been a part of where the case may be as well too.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
You understand? Because we don't. You know why? Because we love to be lied to. We love, being taught smooth things. We don't want to hear righteous things. We don't want to hear right. We want to hear wrong and go to the left side.
Slightly if I may,
Please.
We don't want to have, or we don't want to be held accountable for our actions.
All right.
Like we know that we ain't got no business in the strip club on Saturday before we go to church tomorrow. You understand? You know how many people that I know that went to the strip club before we came to church Sunday? You know how many people I know that had sex with another man wife before they came to church Sunday? You know how many people I know that got high before they came to church Sunday? Came to church with a hangover. Came to church high, high at their mind, knowing that they ain't got no business, knowing they ain't supposed to be doing it. But, they like to be lied to.
Right.
They love to lie. And that lie, it just always, it keeps them in that box of not having to be able to be held accountable for their action. They don't want nobody to point the finger at them. So that's why they okay with their lie. Correct. Because they love that lust or whatever they're doing. All
right, now y'all, we got some bonus information. Now let's skip down to where it says "thus by," and then this will be the last one.
Talk about the last one, sir.
Okay. Yep. This will be the last one.
Thus by the engravity of the celestial branch into the earthly tree, heaven and earth. That sin had served. It's like severe. Like that sin had severed were joined together, and thus the mistletoe. Let's say bow. Yep. Bow become the token of divine reconciliation to man. The kiss. This is heavy because I've been waiting on this. The kiss being the well-known token of pardon and reconciliation. Whence could such an idea have come?
Now listen, this right here is, of course, like, and when I say that every little thing that you do for Christmas is symbolic to something. It has its own indeed origin. So just like we brought out the ornaments, I'm about to go into the mistletoe. So we didn't already say it that this has nothing to do with Christ or the Bible. It has nothing to do with it whatsoever. And we need to realize, man, that the truth is going to prevail no matter what. You understand? We are going to push this truth. We're going to, stump the lies. You understand? Because what, man? Because we got tired of being lied to. So we wanted to know the truth. You understand? And we are learning the truth here in ISUPK, man. Let's keep reading if you don't mind now, y'all.
Whence could such an idea have come? May it not have come from the 85th Psalm, verse 10 through 11? Mercy and the truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Truth shall spring out of the earth in consequence of the coming of the promised Savior. And the righteousness shall look down from heaven. Certain it is that the psalm was written soon after the Babylonish captivity.
All right, now this is saying, of course, they, like a lot of people say that, like this is from the Bible, saying, like, of course, mistletoe this, but it's saying that this was, written after the Babylonian captivity, man. Let's keep reading.
And as multitudes of the Jews, after that event, still remain in Babylon under the guidance of inspired men, such as Daniel, as a part of the divine word, it must have been communicated to them as well as to their kinsmen in Palestine. Babylon was at the time the century of civilized world, and this paganism corrupting the divine symbol as it ever has done, had opportunities of sending forth the debased counterfeit of the truth to all the ends of the earth.
Now that right there is pivotal, man. You understand? Because it's saying that, that of course, when you look at paganism, man, paganism, it can seem so true. Why? Because you're living in it. You understand? Because you are doing it. Because you are, following the rituals. You are following everything. But of course, you don't want to be caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very hard to say that, but of course you have to want to not be caught up in it. You have to question these things. Everything that you do, you should have a question to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, why are we celebrating the Feast of Dedication? It's in the Bible. You understand? Why are we celebrating Christmas? Oh, because the pastor told me to. There's no concrete evidence of these things. You understand? When we look into the Bible, there's no concrete evidence whatsoever that we should celebrate Christmas, that we should be, putting up ornaments, that we should be, cutting off the tree. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. What's that? Jeremiah 10:2. This is going to be the last scripture. And then, Jeremiah 10:2. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on the Christmas tree, why not get the scripture? Might as well, right? You should like it. I'm definitely not going to try to go over time.
All right, Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. This said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right.
Oh, so you can keep reading. Yeah, verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cut of a tree.
They do what?
And for one cut of a tree.
They do what?
And for one cut of a tree.
Listen, man, we need to realize, man, the Bible says don't do these things. It's quite simple. It can be all simple if you just get in class, man. It can be that simple. You understand? And for the person, I think somebody had asked, can they join and become a Hebrew Israelite? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a part of this lineage, man. If you're not out of 12 tribes of Israel, guess what, man? You are not God's chosen people. So guess what? We are not going to accept you. Why? Because the Most High didn't accept you. You understand? To be his chosen people, man. You understand? You are a heathen that are promoting these customs. You understand? To Black Latinos and Native Indians, man. You understand? You look at all these different type of heathens, man. You say everybody want to be a part of, this Africanism Buddha and all this, but guess what? They're going to celebrate Christmas. You understand? So once again, they just glorify Christians, man, that do what, man? Don't do nothing but pull you away from the truth, man. That's all they're doing. They're pulling you away from the truth. So what? So you can continue to believe that lie. Continue to believe that lie. Why? So you can just be so confused and just think a straightforward way. You understand? Thinking that that's the way of, celebrating Christmas, celebrating Halloween, Thanksgiving, and all these other heathen type of customs, all these heathen holidays. The time is now, Black Latino and Native Indians, man, for us to truly come together, man. Let's read verse 3 again.
Okay, verse 3. For the customs of our people, it's like the customs of the people are vain. For one cut of a tree out of the forest, the work of their hands of the workmen with an axe.
With the what?
With an axe.
You understand? Now, if this not a tree, I don't know what it is, man. You understand? But let's keep reading to just get a little bit more clarity on what it truly is. All right.
Okay. Verse 4. They deck it with silver and gold.
They do what?
And they deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and gold. Now, if I'm cutting the tree with an axe and I'm decking it for silver and gold, isn't that I can only visual that as being a Christmas tree. But let's keep reading though.
Okay. They fastened it with nails and with hammers.
They fastened it with nails and hammers. Now I know everybody growing up knowing that if you cut off a tree, it's just not going to stand by itself, right? Okay. Now I can see if it said, cut off the tree and deck it with silver and gold, and just leave it right there. Oh man, you got to fasten that thing. So what? So it won't move. You understand? So they fastened it with nails, man. You know what I'm saying? And they decked it with silver and gold. Meaning what? This is a Christmas tree right here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a Christmas tree in the Bible. Now, of course, the Most High said that we're not supposed to celebrate this, follow the ways of the heathens. He knew this. You understand? He knew that this time will come where what? That we are all, gathered together. Oh man, let's pick out this tree. Let's pick out that tree. Let's do this. Let's do that. But not only we're gonna cut it down with that axe, we're gonna deck it with silver and gold. Then we want to fasten it. So what? So we can stay in put, and we can put our presence upon it. We can do these things. But go back up to verse 2 again, Ayar.
Okay. Verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
He says, learn not the way of the heathens, man. This is a heathen custom, as we read in the articles, man. And we're not supposed to be doing these things. Thus saith the Most High. You understand? And we have to continue to understand that the Most High is shaking us, man. It's trying to awaken us up to believe his true words, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about loving the Most High and truly abiding by his word. You can't love Christ and celebrate Christmas. As we read, that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ or the Bible. Did we not read that, Nayar?
Okay.
You understand? And of course, we know that here, but we are trying to spread this truth, man, abroad, man. You understand? We are truly, truly doing these things, man. You understand? And it's so needed, man. It's so needed. Why? Because the Christian church is not going to tell you these things, man. You understand? The Christian church truly hates God's chosen people, man. You understand? Doesn't care for God's chosen people, man. Never have. Like it care for God's chosen people. You understand me? Never have. You understand? So the time is now, man. The time is for us to truly, truly, truly do these things, man, according to the Most High, man. And it's simple, Nayar. It's simple. Follow law, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Make sure that you're being a good brother. Make sure that you're being a good sister. Make sure that you're truly loving your brothers and sisters, man. God's chosen people, man. And love is an action word, man. You just can't say, "Oh yeah, I love you, I love you, I love you." No, man. You gotta show me that you love me. You understand? Once you show that love, man, then you understand you'll be able to knock off these idols and these fables of Christianity, man. Then you'll be able to knock off these things that is so truly holding us back, man. Then we'll be able to come back together, man. Then we'll be able to come together truly. You understand? Because why? Just like the scripture says, man, we are a nation that's not desired, man. Why? Because we don't want to listen, man. We want to just follow. We want to follow lies. You understand? And with that, man, we're following what? The wrong things. Okay. You understand? And we continue to follow these wrong things over and over and over again to the point where what? Second nature us. Second nature us to just, follow a lie and to believe in a lie. You understand? The time is now, man. You know, some of the Black Latinos and Native Indians to truly come together, man. You understand? With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer Nayar.
That preaching officer, man, this is the ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK start out at 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister would get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi 3, 8 and 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'asha. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Plus whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. You got the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. This is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. Wednesday, the 25th December, 2024. This is the 8 days. 8 days. Sorry. Yeah, for 8 days. First, and you can find this in First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. Remind Akim, Agwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, start wearing oblate boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. That, shalom.